Thanks for staying with us. So according to reports, thousands of Nigerian students abroad are currently faced with serious challenges on the account of the coronavirus pandemic and the burden already by exorbitant fees. The global health challenge has dislocated their study desires and leaving them stranded in these nations. Now, we'd like to open our phone lines to those of you living abroad and even parents that have children abroad to call us on 0708066814. You can also tweet us at TVC Connect, hashtag your TVC, so we can hear your thoughts. Because we read in the report, I think it was Guardian this morning, that parents are collectively paying about 152 billion in tuition, and obviously because of the depreciation of the naira, they're having to pay more. So before you were changing naira, I think it was 360. Now it's 460, I believe. The numbers are exorbitant, obviously. And the kids abroad are also having issues because many of them can't work. They are dependent on their families. And the fees, obviously, are not going down. So in your view, I mean, what are some of the figures that you've seen, Tokwe or BC? I don't know who wants to go first.
Yes, so I saw here about 7 million for depending on the course,
annually,
actually.
Right?
Yes, annually. So international graduate students pay 6.4 million for classroom taught courses. We have those who are doing laboratory.
We converted it to naira.
We converted to naira. For those who are doing laboratory and clinical courses, they pay about 7 to 11.5 million yearly. Then postgraduates about 6 million to 10 million, 6 to 10 million, and different. So the highest, I believe, for a year it's about 15 million. And when I read this, I was concerned because we've had an educational expert who came on the show and told us that if we want to start generating revenue, that the oil, we've so much relied on the oil that we've neglected other sectors. Now, if we want to generate revenue, we need to look into education, because the truth is, quality education is expensive. And this is what the foreign countries have capitalized on, to beef up their quality education so that it keeps giving them revenue year in, year out. People finish school and have to pay loans for almost the rest of their lives back to the government, and they're using it to build their infrastructure and develop themselves. We need to calm down and increase the budget allocation for education and start building our own education to standard. Right now, we've had the pandemic. No university, I've not heard any, who has gone online to even start administering courses to the students. So if schools don't resume by the end of the year, that means the children will be home for a very, very long time. We are not proactive in our thinking. So I don't blame Oyibo people for charging this amount of money.
But the truth is that shouldn't these Oyibo people understand that you have international students? You have international students in your country. They should begin to help to review, because it is a lot of revenue coming from different parts of the world. How many of their own children can actually afford this university school?
So the thing is, at the end of the day, it was more of an economical expert that broke down why we should invest in education, knowing that while most resources are not renewable, your agric, planting trees, and investing in human capital are renewable. Where you can guarantee your investment, the most guaranteeable investment you can ever have is into educating yourself and educating your citizens. So if our government's decision not to do it, they know why they didn't do it. I don't want to believe that our leaders are not aware of the importance of educating their citizens. But if you are not educated, you cannot question your leaders. And if you're not educated, you cannot speak up for your rights. So the people that prioritize education have decided to go and get education wherever they want to. It's a personal decision. This is not government money going out.
Yes.
This is private individuals paying 152 billion naira to educate their wards in developed countries. And these developed countries are smarter than us by far, because the difference between some countries have almost 100% increase. Even in Ghana here, the citizens will pay 10,000 naira. Your foreign students will pay 20,000 naira for the same program.
Yes.
So, and there was a time my husband was telling me, and if you read history, people used to come to Nigeria to study.
In the 60s.
The University of Ife, the University of Ibadan. People were coming in. So we watched what we had with away, and now we're complaining it doesn't make any sense. So if we want to capture this income, There are a few things we can do. We cannot say that people should not go and send their children abroad because they're not asking you for the money to do it. But you can create alternatives. I realized that when we had, when Atiku set up his own school, when the Turkish International University set up their own schools here, what they did was many people that are taking their children abroad now realize that I don't need to take my child abroad. Let me put my child in school here. Because the pressure on our foreign exchange is huge on education.
So I'm happy that we're speaking with, we're going to be talking on economy in a few minutes because I like to link this because many parents are also saying they're having difficulty accessing Forex to pay for their school fees. Now, I know a family who is considering bringing her child back to Nigeria, and she's thinking that because they can't keep up. Now, but the child is refusing, trying to go and work underground to get the money. And working underground, obviously, the authorities will begin to, will not make you comfortable. So the issue now is how is our government? Is it, no, let me rephrase it, and I'll ask this to Ajiri when he gives up. Is it beneficial to us to continually help parents get Forex to take abroad? Or is it economically beneficial for us to have the Nigerian universities partner with these universities abroad such that our kids can come home and continue their education in certain high-grade levels universities? Because right now, whether we like it or not, these people they're not considering our children to review their salary, their tuition for their sake. They're not going to do that.
For them.
So I would like a university owned by Atiku, for example, speaking with other international schools, saying, you know what, let us have these children back home and we can continue education with some kind of partnership.
Have them back home to which facility? Do you have you swept your house, cleaned up your house before inviting guests in? You cannot just call them to leave all the facilities that they have. We've had students, we have people who school here who are supposed to be doing practical courses and they have no idea how the instruments look till today, till they leave the universities. We have that issue. The infrastructures are dead, nothing is updated, curriculum obsolete. We have all of those issues. Yeah. We've not cleaned our home. So if you are going into partnership, so to speak, you must have prepared yourself in such a way that when they come in, they have something to want to look forward to.
Okay, let me take this call from Mauritius. Good morning, are you there? Mauritius, good morning.
Wow.
Are you still there? Peace. Ooh, I think we lost the call.
So I wanted to touch on what you raised. So because of the pressure on foreign exchange in Nigeria, the government is having to fulfill these things. The government is fulfilling it because people have a right to go and educate themselves wherever they want to. The government can create a policy that does not allow them give exchange rates, but that's to be selfish because really we haven't provided the facility to make you stay home.
Thank you.
That's one. Number two, another thing I feel that the government can do, which a lot of private individuals are already doing, they are forming partnerships with international schools to offer international certification within Nigeria, but that's still us glorifying international certification above Nigerian certification.
Bam.
So there are many angles to this thing that requires leadership. Leadership, as in it sits with the leadership. And most of our leaders have their children also studying abroad. So when the political class, if you check the list of people that are studying abroad, all our political class, and I'll beg to say, maybe not say all, but like 98%, let me not say 99%, of our political class have children studying abroad. So they are the bulk of the money. And because they are not suffering the issue in Nigeria, they will not be moved to say they want to help.
Let me take this
the conditions of other Nigerians.
I think he's back. Peace, are you there?
Yes, I'm here with you, Mariah. Good morning.
You're live. Go ahead, please. Ooh.
Oh, we lost that.
So
Mariah,
sorry about that.
The solution for me will be that you, as a leader, you lead by example. So if you really want someone to pay attention to how another person feels, the person has to wear that shoe. So if we make it that for anyone who holds public office, your children will school here, you see that our systems will change. Now they will come down and pay attention to the things that they need to provide for the schools. We will not have children anymore who are schooling under the tree. We will not have about 100 and something cramped up in one classroom. We will not have schools that have dilapidated buildings and all. They will pay attention because they want their children to be.
I hear that argument.
To stay in a conducive environment and have proper learning.
I hear that.
So if we can make that, you see that things will change.
We know what increased budget for health. Why did they increase the budget for health? You think it's because of COVID? No. If the COVID had happened and it didn't happen internationally and our political class can travel out, we probably would not be that bothered. Yeah. But everybody is forced to work and use the healthcare system in their country. So we have states that their chief, that commissioners in states cannot access healthcare in their state because the state does not have prerequisite healthcare system. Okay. The Kogi state, you have a leader within your state going to Abuja to the isolation center. What I'm saying is, when everybody is forced to use the education sector within the country, they will be forced to upgrade it. They will channel more money into it. But for now, they have escaped, so they will not go abroad.
Good morning. Are you there, Hassan?
Good morning, Morayo.
Thanks for calling, sir. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, Obiajulu.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Hassan.
Please, we are very good in criticizing government all the time. This one-way traffic, I don't think it's right for us. If our wives fail to conceive, we blame federal government. And federal government, as far as I'm concerned, I'm one of the critics of the federal government of Nigeria. But what is very clear, I cannot be criticizing somebody on something that is right, where he's doing it right. Have we taken a look at our banks? Up to tomorrow, CBN are giving banks money to pay school fees, to pay hospital bills abroad. Ask the banks, what have they been doing? There is this round tripping going on in the bank. They take our money given by CBN for the benefit of all to black market to sell. That is what is ongoing now. We should begin to look at our bank. Now, the federal government, through the CBN, increased the amount we buy dollars from 360 to something else. But up to now, that money is up to 390. But parents are forced to go to the black market and buy. Why? Why the provision is there by the federal government given to commercial banks to pay people? We should begin to look at banks.
Thank you very much, Hassan, for that. I'm going to go on a break because what we're talking about is connected to our Let's Talk, which is talking about the economy. The government is about to loan about 2.3 trillion naira. And we need to find out why and see if this, the fact that the Forex have been inaccessible to parents is some way the government is trying to help generate revenue for the country. I don't know. We'll talk about it when we come back after the break. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere.
You can watch Your View on TVC every Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Nigerian time on DSTV channel 418, GOTV channel 27 and channel 47, StarTimes channel 121 and channel 307, Play TV channel 801 and channel 190, UHF 49, Sky channel 515 for UK viewers. Watch live on Facebook at TVC Connect and on our website tvcentertainment.tv/livestream.